Okay, so I often get questions all the time. How long will it fly for? Well, I got a question on this one here. This is the Airblade Eclair, or that's the Intrepid V2 2.5 inch, and some people ask me, well, what's the maximum flight time? And so I'm going to do this ridiculous test here. This is an 1800 milliamp hour 2S LiPo, weighs about the same as the quad. We'll see how long it flies for. To answer the question, how long will it fly? Well, we'll find out here. Alright, it's kind of going to be pretty long and boring. I'm going to probably just cruise around. If I can tell, it's really heavy. So carrying a lot of weight. I'm going to land in here a little bit too and check the motor temperatures. Fire trucks. Maybe they know something that I don't. The motors are going to catch on fire maybe. So I'll land it after about a minute. Always check your motor temperatures when you're carrying a lot of extra weight. You might be stressing the motors out more than you think. Yeah, it's a pretty cool day, so hopefully it won't be too bad. You can tell it's carrying a lot of extra weight here. It's very heavy. 2.5 inch prop, so alright, I'm going to land it here. The motors are pretty warm, but not too bad. These are the Spintech 1304s, pretty efficient, so we'll see how long this thing goes. So I'm going to go ahead and keep flying until I get tired. So the battery just sag a bit, 7.7 volts from 8.2. It did recover back up to about 8 volts, 8.1 volts, so I think it's going to be a long flight here. Obviously, when you're carrying more weight, there's a point of diminishing returns that when you're carrying extra weight, you're actually expending more energy. So it may turn out that it would be better to just carry around maybe a 1000 milliamp hour LiPo instead of an 1800, less weight, and you're expending less energy. So you get almost the same amount of flight time. So I haven't done that experiment. I know that on the 550, what I did on that first video, gosh, I think I got maybe 3 minutes or so. So this battery I'm carrying is more than three times as large in terms of milliamp hours, but I don't think I'm going to get a 3 times as long of a flight time, which would be like close to 9 minutes. I'm suspecting this is probably going to be closer to 6 or 7 minutes. I have a feeling that probably something less, like 1000 or 1100 milliamp hour, would be like the point of diminishing returns. I don't know, but this is just an experiment here to see how long this 1800 will go. I'm going to go all the way till basically it tells me to land. Low voltage warning, low battery, which is going to be about 3.5 volts per cell. Holding steady at 7.5 volts. Yeah, so I guess the question will be, what's the maximum amount of time I could fly something on this size? A 2.5 inch cruiser. If you want to go a little bit further, sort of mid-range FPV. Just saying, the voltage is holding nice and steady. This battery here, I think, is from like a Bugs 3 or something. It has a pretty low internal resistance, like one of the better batteries in this 2S size. Yeah, so this is actually a question I get all the time. Is it better to go with a higher kV motor and more milliamp hours, a bigger battery, and or go for a lower kV motor and higher voltage? Yeah, then you're still carrying around extra weight on like say if this was like a 4S setup. I think that my 4S 550 is like maybe 75 grams. So in terms of watt hours, no, I'm not sure what this is equivalent to in terms of a 4S 1800. someone out there can do the math and let me know in the comments below what this equivalent would be in terms of a 4S lipo. I'm thinking it's probably something like a 750, 850, so something like that. So would this be better as a 4S setup here, 2.5 inch, it's carrying like an 850 or 750, or 2S 1800 giant battery like this? I don't know. So we're at 4.5 minutes at 7.3 volts. Not a lot of sag. Yeah, it's pretty chilly today. My hands are getting cold. I think I did a test on a 3-inch a while back, 4S setup. I don't remember exactly. I'll put a link in the description. I did a 12-minute flight. So you can get long flights if you are not really on the throttle that much. You know, I'm hovering at about 35% throttle. I think on the 550 I was hovering at around 15 or 20%. So definitely have to carry more throttle to hover. Which, you know, as I said before, you're expending more energy to carry around that extra weight. And as the battery drains down, you're still carrying around that extra weight, just the battery doesn't have any energy in it now. So, just putting up this video up here as sort of an experiment, sort of something that people can discuss. So yeah, definitely leave comments below as to what you guys think. What's going to be more optimal for a 2.5 inch setup here, maximum flight time on say like the 1304, this type of 1304 motor. This is a high kV motor, so this is 2S, so would it better go to a 1304 to the 3S version of the Spintech, which is I think 6500 kV, or go all the way to 4S, which is like the 5200 kV motor? Let me know what you guys think. I'm kind of thinking possibly going 3S and like a 650, 750 3S lipo would be pretty optimal. Maybe you're not carrying around as much weight, but you have more energy, and then you get more efficiency on the lower kV motors. You know, down 7.2 volts. Almost 7 minutes already. So if I get more than 10 minutes, I think I'll be pretty impressed. Not sure if that's going to happen or not. And I can feel the little bit of a sag there on the turns. I'm carrying a little bit more throttle now. I'm at almost 40% throttle to maintain that same hover, and it's dropping quite a bit faster. So I gotta have to keep it nice and steady. Don't go up and down too much. 7.1 volts. I think at 7 volts, I think it'll start beeping at me. It'll give me a low battery warning. Yeah, so I'm getting a little bit more than twice the flight time as before, but I'm carrying like 3.5 times the weight, if not more. Alright, we're at 8 minutes. Not too bad. There's board flying near me, so I'm going to go fly over here, these trees. Okay, I'm at 9 minutes. 7 volts. Should be getting the warning pretty soon. Maybe it'll be at 3.4 volts. Of course, the battery will recover a little bit after there's no load on it. So even though it's at showing 3.5 volts now, after I land, it'll probably come back up, which means there's still energy in the battery. 9.5 minutes. Still at 7 volts, so voltage is holding nice and steady. Still no low battery warning. I think I have it set at 3.4 maybe, or maybe 3.3. I think it's the default. Oh, we got a little blinking light at 10 minutes. That might be a 10-minute timer in beta flight. I think that's why it's blinking, not because of the voltage. I think it's because of it reached a certain time. And we got a low battery warning, so I think it's set at 3.4. And I go ahead and land. So I got about 10 minutes, which was a little bit better than I was expecting, actually. So, but yeah, definitely not 3.5 times the flight time. So this is too big of a battery for this setup. I think a little smaller battery would do better. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below.